Hello and welcome back to Tormunda Plays Space Haven. So at the end of last episode we had a few things on the go. First, there were some spaceships here for us to salvage. I've salvaged both of them. There was nothing much of interest, but we cracked on with it. Secondly, the question is, are they going to resort to cannibalism or not? Now it looks like finally our food production may be on top of things. So that's very good news. As you can see, I've cleared a bit of space and just moved some things around. Not quite sure what I'm doing with all this space right now. We've got a shield generator though. And this is the important thing for this episode, is in the next system we have the micrometeorites. So let's go and test out what our shield generator does with regards to micrometeorites. Oh, I think they're all on coffee break. Come on guys, get going. Right. Oh, there was a pirate there. That's not so good because I don't want to be testing it versus a pirate. We could test it there. I mean, look how bad that is. But that's lethal, folks. That's a nebula, which means it drains your shields. Yeah, that's not somewhere you can stop anymore. That really is just death. I'm not quite sure how. You'd have to have one hell of a ship to survive that. Real strong one. Yeah. Okay, so if there's a pirate here, we can go to this micrometeorites. Tell you what, let's just do a quick bit of skating to see what these other ones are, and we can come back. Hopefully the pirate will be gone. So let's jump to here. Yeah, not a lot of interest. Jump again. Ah, the pirate's gone, so we can go back. And let's drop here. Let's see what these micrometeorites do to our shields. I suppose the real question is can our shield generator keep up with the damage? Or is it going to be too much? I mean, like, does it look good? I mean, it looks like it's just delaying the inevitable. As in, we can't stay here. We could put somebody on shields. So that's somebody going into the shield area. Now, they will try and recharge the shields. But that is draining our resources of this stuff. So, staying here for any length of time, I think is going to be just not possible. We're just eating through resources. You're not really gaining any. Oh, we got similar. Got so many things. Yeah, we're gonna jump out. Okay, so micrometeorites. It's just a continual damage to your shields, which is fine. Oh, why have you? Wait, whoa! Get back! I'm not quite sure where you went. If you're in the bed, get back. Our shields will not take it. Yeah, so yet again, the power of the ship you're gonna need just gets way harder. You know, much more powerful, I think, to be able to stay and investigate and mine and all those things going to become a challenge. Right, let's grab stuff that we can grab. I want the water. I definitely want the energy. And let's grab the gold while we're at it. So this is just a hot place. Let's see how hot. Hot at the front. So long as we sat in that chair, they should be okay. Comfort. I mean, it's not great. But at least now there's more isolated rooms. Oxygen, fine. Carbon dioxide, fine. Hazardous smoke and gases, fine. Water vapor. It's in there at the moment, it's just taking it from this area. But that's fine. Fine also. All good. All that food's gone again. But at least we had some. So, the next challenge, although this person's now eating up all of my resources of this to power the shields back up. Next challenge is what production am I missing? I don't have a melter refinery at the moment. I can cope without, I think. I can cope without that. I would like better guns, but it's not happening right now. We've got this, we've got all these. The assembler is good for making another way of making some blocks, but we can make all those, or enough of those for now. We've got that. We've got that. If there's anything I want, no. So the only thing I think we're missing is this. Oh no. Did we put electronics factory down? I think we did in the end. Yes. I want to set this to be if it's less than 20. Make some. Not that I've got the resources. So I'm only missing one. One main factory, and that's this one. And this is going to give me the energy for my guns and my shields. I do have all the pieces to make this. It kicks out a lot of heat, but I mean, that's fine. We can squeeze it in here. I mean, it would have been nice to be inside this whole factory wing, but that's not going to happen. So let's stick it there. Okay, so all's good. What I need then, with this space that I have, where's that different colour chair? Oh, it's because it's not built. Remove the blueprint. Put another chair down. Clearly there was something it didn't like with that. Do that again. Things I can do. A solar panel would be nice. Just to take the edge off and allow me to build up more of these things so I can power this. Power this. For weapons, we need both a weapon system. At least one. And a console. We've got the resources, I do believe, for both. Yep, it looks like it. That does take a... yeah, they both do take power. Besides the charging of the special ones, it does take some power as well. But I know it takes these. So a solar panel. I know it doesn't produce a lot of power, but every piece adds up. Like, I mean, they are useful. It's just they're big. I mean, it's a big old block there, isn't it? I could get it here if I shift that power thing across. And I get a weapon system up here with some kind of weapon seat. Because there's a lot of space here now. I think that's a plan. So let's get this moved. Is it even the power system I want? This is a question, because it's not really holding much power. If there's a sudden power drain, it doesn't do a lot for us. And the only difference in between that and that is just a few more tools. Oh yes, okay, so it takes a floor space up, but we're actually fine for floor spaces by here. So let's get that down there. They still haven't built this chair. They really don't want to build this chair. I don't know why. I keep telling them to build it, and every time they kind of start, but they don't finish. It's like it's a bugged chair. They're going to do everything else, but not the chair. Can I try and force somebody? They just don't want to know. Can I move it and then move it back? Maybe that'll happen. Okay, let's link this up. And then we are gonna put down a solar panel. Right, they moved the chair. Let's move it back. Strange, but it seems to be working now. They just didn't want to build the chair. Okay, they've mined all that. It's time for them to go and check out that ship. I'm hoping it's got food, because we're out of food again. I mean, they're not resorting to cannibalism just yet, but it's been touch and go a few times, I think, hasn't it? The old, I could actually make them the autopsy table. It's not a bad idea. And no, not so that they can cut up their friends and eat them, although that's a possibility. It's so that we can start cutting up monster corpses into monster meat, which makes the monster corpse go a lot further, especially when it comes down to composting. So that's not a bad idea. Although, yeah, adding more jobs for people to do. But we do have 6 people. So every argument I'm coming up with not to do it, kind of countering. Ah, die alien scum! Yes, yes, go on. Yeah, okay. That's a lot of aliens. Let's try and move this single guy back. Okay. Oof. If I left him out there, that would have gone bad. Now, one of the things we haven't got on our ship, again, is a medical table. I've removed it to make room and shuffle things around. I know I'm just asking for trouble. I could do with at least one permanent medical table. Okay, let's get off this ship. Let's hope it's got some food and other goodies. Let's just link this into the grid. Is it making any power? Not yet. It does take a little bit of time for it to kick in sometimes. And we could be too far away. Come on. Alright, let's see what's on this ship and then we can make a decision about what we're doing. What can we test? This is supposed to be a space haven, space hazards run through, whereby we're looking at the hazards. I'm not sure there's any hazards we haven't looked at, so we've seen all of these types. We've realized that even with shields, being in an area with micrometeorites is a problem. It seems to be that the further we go in as well, these systems are getting a lot more problems. Hazards. Which is going to make it tougher to find things that we can salvage. I'm wondering if it's time for us to start talking with the NPCs. Trying to get better relations, which means I need to get a... Oh, I got a comms console. Get better relations with the NPCs somehow. Give them some gifts of, I don't know, monster meat. And see if they reduce the prices of some produce. If they do, we might be able to have some luck. Let me just check what's on here. No food. Might be able to have some luck in, you know, buying, selling stuff and turning over a profit. I doubt it, but we can see. We can try. Let's get them the autopsy table. I've got plenty of bits for it. It's just the location to stick it. I think this is probably going to be the only location where we can stick it. It's got that kind of space. So why not? They're now going to cut people up. So what I want to do on the composter is make monster meat, no, monster corpses, a non-thing to use. And then we can cut it up if we get any corpses. Okay, how are we looking? Ooh. It's just, ooh. There's a load of that. So I've set that to not go over 50. There's no point filling up all these just for the sake of filling them up. Yes, we could put a little storage somewhere here just with this thing to feed the shields. That's what, they're not building it again. They do not want to build it. Right, I'm moving the table. There's something very strange going on here with this seat, isn't there? They do not want to build that chair. I'm moving that one as well. Just moving them out the way. Let's see if we can sort out something. Because it's very strange. Right. Okay, I think we have a plan. Settings. Yeah, butcher corpses. Yeah, and butcher people too. Because there's food on the floor? I don't know. Something strange there. Right, I'm gonna skip forward now. And just try and get this ship sorted a little more. Salvage is one we've currently got. And then we can make a few decisions on where we're going next. Which I think has to be, let's explore these three. And then, oh, I mean, I would love to go into these. we just don't have a tough enough ship just yet to do that. I mean, if we could have salvaged all this, then yeah, we could go into here. I think we would be fine. Let's get ourselves geared up on these last few here, hopefully, to try and take out the pirate in this area. That's the plan. So I'll see you all in a moment. Hello and welcome back. So we have some good news, some mediocre news, and some bad news. So we start with the good news. Yep, that's right, look. 7 people. So we moved across to here to start this sweep down here. Found some derelicts. And there was somebody on board. So, excellent. There's now 7 of us. We switched to a truly 24/7 kind of operation. Well, yeah. Somebody should be active at all times now. They're not bad. They're good mining. Bit of industry. We still haven't got... Oh, make sure that's not a pirate. Okay. We still haven't got a decent gunner. We're still near a 2. So, the bad news there is, well, if we didn't have food problems before, we certainly got them now. This is not going to be enough to feed 7. We're going to need to somehow find room to grow more. I mean, I need to put another hyperpod down as well, so we can jump with 7 people. Our small little fighter craft we've got here is going to have to start thinking about turning into a larger battleship with 7 people. Or we still haven't found another ship that we can take as our own and claim and have like a little fleet. I know they said that they're going to be less of them, but so far there's been none. So what are we doing? Well, we've built a weapon system. Now, I know from previous playthroughs that when you go to fight pirates, it's really a question of alpha striking, because you're trying to overcome their shield and hull regeneration. You want to do as much damage in a short amount of time as possible, just to blow through. So a second weapon system is being built, and I don't have the power to sustain these for a long battle, but I shouldn't have to. With 2 weapon systems firing, we should be able to overcome their shield regeneration and just puncture straight through, take them down. So before we worry about another hype sleep space and finding somewhere for more food to grow, let's get ourselves geared up and then go and take out the pirate in this system. Now that can be fun, because when you're shooting them, quite often they will board their shuttle and try and raid you and attack you in person. So we'll have to try and make it so that we've got some people somehow around with guns, but we haven't got many guns as it is. But I think that's our excuse me, that's our task. Take out the pirates. Now the bad news, which is not really much for bad news, is this thing. This little piece of food on the floor was the problem with putting the chairs and tables down. And it's bugged. They will not pick it up. The game doesn't even think it's there as such. I mean, I can't try and move items and then select it. It's not there. However, if we try and place things down, it is there, and it'll just not build the object. So it's a bugged square, which is a pity, because it's difficult enough to be planning a ship as it is without worrying about bug squares. It's the first time I've played this game with a bug square, so I think it's one of those unlucky one-offs, and I'll live with it. They'll just have a ship with a piece of food on the floor, and that'll be the end of it. So, fine. They're currently salvaging this last ship. There's a bit of food on there. Well, I say a bit. That's quite a bit. That there should tide us over for a while. and there's a whole load of stuff to scrap. So much so, I might have to be concerned about my storage. No, we're fine. So that's the plan. I'm going to sit here for a little while now. Just put this on fast forward and let them salvage that ship. Let them go about their tasks, harvesting the foods, bringing it all over. And then we're going to go pirate hunting. So see you in a moment. Okay, folks. As soon as we come out of hyper jump, we should be engaging with a pirate. So quick pause. Things we need to set up just as we arrive is I need somebody on shields, somebody on turrets. I then need to... We probably haven't come out of hyperspace yet, so let's just let that happen. And then we need to get these turrets targeted. Yep, here we go. So here's our shields and our hull. Their shields and hull. We haven't got to say the best person on turrets. I thought we had a better person on shields actually than the two. But we should be fine. We do outgun them now 2-1. So their shields are buckling. Now what we want to be aware of is if they send out a shuttle with people on it to attack us. Is that like something floating in space then? No, there is at this height. There's like a little box. But when you zoom in, there's not. Oh, there it is. Little box. Our shields are fine. Their hull is definitely crippling. No sign of a shuttle from them, which is good. I'm hoping we don't run out of energy to fire. No. They ask for a ceasefire. Interesting. The answer to that is no. Our shields are just about broken. Yeah, our shields have gone down. Oh, no, they're kind of right on the edge now. Now they've gone down. So we'll start taking hull damage. We could get fires. We could get all kinds of problems. But I'm hoping any moment their hull will give way. Our hull's taking a beating. Oh, their shields are coming back. This is not good. Even with a 2-1 on the guns, as you can see, it's still tough to take these guys down. There they go. No. Decline. No. Shoot. There they go. Cool. That was close. So yeah, you need a lot of guns to break through their regeneration. Now, our team now will spend some time fixing themselves. How do I get out of this weird view into a normal view? This is okay. Yeah, that's strange. Right, let's get everybody back onto normal actions. So nobody raided us. That was good. So what now, you say? Well, as you can see, all their oxygen is flowing out of their ship. Let it flow. If I go over there now with my team, they will be still alive in spacesuits, and we will have to fight and kill them. They've now lost all of their oxygen. It's finished flowing out. Oh, there's a little bit. Probably because their power generator's making a little bit. But they're in spacesuits right now. And they will run out of oxygen in their spacesuits. And when they do, we'll then fly over, and it'll just be dead people on the floor. So I'm just letting that ship sit there for a bit. Now, what can happen, and I've had happen before, is, like say an NPC trader will turn up. Well, they'll go and start salvaging it. They'll go, oh, look, there's a pirate ship over there that's broken. They'll go in, kill the people, and start taking everything. It's like, oi, that's mine. I might as well start mining that while I'm waiting. So yeah, NPCs can just come along and and take your stuff. Well, say your stuff. What should be your rewards for taking down the pirate. So I'm gonna give that just a little bit longer. And then we'll fly over there and have a look. Actually, no. I'm gonna give it until these three. Oh, I've left him as a draft, have I? I'll wait for these three to go to bed. Or not her. This one, and this one go to bed. And then when they wake up, we'll go over. So quickly fast forward it. There's so many tasks on this ship to do now, it's crazy. The good news is because I've split up the shifts, I don't need 6 beds. 4 is enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the sides of this hull here. Strip this down into a 4-bedroom. And then try and move things so that I can extend some of the growing area up. We'll see. I think it's doable. Okay, these guys are going to bed. Oh, they're not tired, but they're going to bed. It's because they've changed all their shift patterns. They haven't quite got themselves to a condition yet whereby they're tired at the right time. Yeah, food is still my ever bigger problem. As soon as these people wake up, we're going to check out and see what they had. So here we go. So, I'll let them have their morning cup of coffee. Okay, this is it. Let's go. The people on the other ship should be dead. If they're not, we've got problems. Because I'm going over with 3. Which is a risk. I want the pack out here in space. Let's see what we got. Okay. No gunfire. If they were alive, I'd expect to be met with a hail of gunfire at that point. Guns. Guns. Okay, looking good so far. Look at all this stuff they have. Can't see their bodies anywhere. Expected to find them laying on the ground somewhere. That must just be what these. Oh, that is their bodies. Okay, let's get out of here, and then we can set about salvaging. I mean, look at it. That's a whole heap of goodies. Let's get everybody back, and then we can get to work on stripping it down. That'll take us some time. Let's see what the spoils of war are, shall we? Food. Let's just select all that. Yeah, that's we got guns, we got corpses. Yeah, a bunch of guns. 5 of that type. 1 good one. Brilliant. Say foods. And then their ship when we have finished taking all the interior of this stuff out. I mean, I've got some more hyperfuel, some rods. Oh, energy for the guns. Yeah, that's a really good haul. We will strip the outside down later. Not now. It's just a case of grab what's inside. So there you go. Us versus the pirates. Us 1. Or the Last Hope 1. Pirates 0. That's good news. So I'm going to spend some time now altering the edges of this ship and trying to see if I can make some more grow room. Our ship's going to have to get bigger in this direction. The main core. Mainly because we've got 7 people now. So I'll crack on with that. I'll give you a quick show any moment at the end of the episode, and then that'll be it for the episode. So see you all in a moment. So here we have it. The Last Hope. After a few changes, we have 3 of the large beds of plants down. That should really help. Yeah, I know I've lost a bit of space there. My own fault. Hey, they've got a bit of extra space in their garden. We'll live with it. I've moved both guns to the front. The beds are now crammed into there. Kitchen is a lot smaller. I've had to put these here just so I've got enough so we can leave this system. I've moved the toilet so that people aren't going through the toilet to go anywhere. The command deck is a little bit more of a command deck. I mean, it's not got its own room and everything. But yeah, it's looking a lot more like a spaceship. And I think it should be able to sustain 7 people with 3 of these. As long as I can keep the compost levels up. But no, we're looking good. We are looking good. So yeah, I think next episode we'll jump into a new system. I'm not going to go into that side system. The battleships in there, they have, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 shield generators, 2 or 3 guns. It's one or the other. And you've seen how hard it was for 2 guns to bring down a basic pirate. But yeah, what we could do, I know it's kind of going backwards. We could jump back to here, kill the pirate and loot it. Go to here, kill the pirate and loot it, and then maybe go and check that out. Because with 2 pirate ships looted, that should give us a bunch of resources. Maybe enough to extend the ship even more. Get another shield generator. Start looking like a decent battleship. So that's all for this episode. I hope you're enjoying The Last Hope and their flight through space. The ship is really coming along now. I'm not sure how many more hazards we're going to meet, but we're going to switch to taking on, I think, 2 more pirates, and then maybe a pirate battleship. So that'll be good fun. So see you all next episode.